Welcome back to OpenLine. We were talking about helping people get access to healthy foods, and we have three organizations essentially up here that help in some way. Each, I guess, they have seen cases where this has really benefited people, and so I want to ask, you know, Second Harvest Food Bank. What are some of the stories you've seen where, you know, you've made a real difference?
I can't, there's just so many. One of the things that I get to do working with our corporate partners is take them out into our food pantries and see the folks that are lining up to get this food on the weekends. And I was just at one of our pantries on Friday and was able to connect a group of our donors with this particular pantry, and there's actually sweet potatoes at the distribution. And just seeing families from all over the world at this particular pantry that have ended up in Nashville, and for whatever reason, as they're getting their lives set, they're in need of food, and their kids are out of school right now, so lots of kids in the line at the food pantry, and just being able to get a big old grocery cart full of food and take it to their car and see their faces light up, you can really tell that it's making a huge impact. I mean, imagine if someone was picking up my family's grocery tab for a week, it would make a huge difference in my life. And if folks who are really struggling, I can't imagine what it does for them. And for me, I always, I have two little daughters at home, and folks, it really bothers them to think about kids being hungry, and rightfully so. But as I kind of look into the future and see them growing up, I sort of imagine them being adults and them being in line at a food pantry. And that's the thing, all those folks in line at the food pantry are somebody's kid. And they're folks who are having a tough time. And so thanks to our generous donors, our generous partners, we're able to make the resource available for all those folks in Middle Tennessee. So we're super grateful, and it's making a difference in a lot of people's lives.
And that is great. And so with Piedmont, some of the work you all are doing, anything stand out as far as just a story or an impact?
Yeah, these two stand out more than any other. Piedmont Natural Gas has been in the community here local for over 70 years, approaching different issues and supporting programs that on a local economic and social vitality basis have been fun to really work with. And these two, again, the impact, it doesn't change anything until compared to another program until you actually see it in action. Like he was talking about a food pantry, going out there and seeing the families and how appreciative and even reserved they are to take advantage of something like this that they truly need. At the Hip Eats, where people are getting a great meal or being able to take advantage of $20 in free fruits and vegetables, if you just sit back and watch it, you'll never not support that cause ever again, or do anything in your power to help it out, and we'll continue to do that. Like I said, I'll challenge anybody to be in that situation and see the results. So for us, well, as an individual, as a company at Piedmont Natural Gas too, we couldn't be more pleased with the results and the outcomes of these two programs.
And is that what kind of stands out for you? Is the Hip Eats, the Donaldson?
Well, it's both. It's the farmers markets and being able to, as I said before, see children come through. And it's about the kids. I mean, they're the ones that you see that pull at your heartstrings. I don't have children, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you see kids coming through that are eating things for the first time, and they're excited, and nobody can turn that away. So, that's something that stands out in my mind on the farmers market side. And then when the Hip Eats program, Metro Schools came to us this year, and I had no idea about this. And I was telling you when we were on break, the McGavock cluster in Donaldson, which covers about 12 Metro schools, I believe, has 380 homeless children in that area, and I was just taken aback by that. And so that's why we started this Hip Eats program.
Right.
Because we wanted to feed those kids and their families. And so when, what gets me, what makes me smile and cry at the same time, I can sit back on the patio at Fat Bites, and I'm watching these kids and their families, their grandmothers or mothers or whatever, and they're eating with everybody else, and where they would not have ever been able to eat before. Because the program that we were asked to participate in would have required us to segregate them into a different area and watch what they ate. And if Billy didn't want to eat his apple, we had to throw that away. He couldn't take it home with him. So not only are we able to feed them that Friday and their mama and their grandmama, but we're giving them a plate to go too so they can have it for Saturday. And then the Two Rivers Middle School is there with a mobile food pantry for those folks. And all of this is hidden. So nobody knows that they're getting this for free.
Right. And they feel more comfortable.
It's all about dignity. And they're sitting there having a good time. And it doesn't get better than that. I'm just telling you, it doesn't get better.
Let's take Kathy here. Hello, Kathy.
Yes.
Oh, what's on your mind?
Well, first of all, I live in Dawson, and I've been to the HIP Farmers Market in Dawson, and it is a wonderful program. I can't say I didn't. There were some things that I didn't even know that they offer, you know. But I have to say that with my family, under some circumstances, that we have had to be use the Second Harvest Food Bank before. And my question is, you know, there's places in Donaldson that you use for Second Harvest, and they have the same things every week. I mean, well, not every week, you know, every time I visit, and I'm just wondering, I know people donate a variety of things.
Right.
But you see at Kroger's in the bags or whatever to go to Second Harvest. But I'm wondering, where is that going? Because
okay, we only have about a minute. She's asking about variety and that kind of thing. Okay, what about that?
Yeah, so she may be referring to some of our programs. We have sort of a co-op at the food bank where we don't always get the amount of donated food that our food pantries need, so we have to buy it in bulk. So some of our partners buy through our co-ops, so she might be seeing a lot of the same product there. If you do a food drive or your church does a food drive, all of that food goes to our warehouse. It's sorted by type. So we have all the beans over here, all the macaroni here, and then that goes to our emergency food box sites. So there's about 16, and they're all in Davidson County, and they're food pantries inside of other nonprofits that we partner with to make sure that there's always an inventory of food there. I think that may be what she's referring to, seeing a lot of the same product.